Hey, it's Sterling K. Brown from the Hulu original series Paradise. The next chapter begins as Xavier's search for his wife takes him above ground, and what he finds will change everything. It was never just about the bunker. Tune in and discover the truth lies outside. Paradise, the official podcast, premieres February 16th, and stream Paradise on February 23rd on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for December 27th through 30th. I didn't check to see if they did
I thought there was one that was from later in February, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I just didn't check. And we did have a couple messages saying, when it's a holiday and they show an episode and it's from a previous season, you have to, in Hulu, you have to go back under the seasons and select that date, which I just didn't watch it.
Right.
So, but yes, in case you didn't know, when they show the older episodes, that's how you go to find them. So it's, because we ran into this with COVID when they had to rerun, when they decided to rerun, we were in season 50.
Right.
We had to go over and choose season 50. That was a mess trying to keep all the days straight.
Yes. Let's not do that again.
No, let's not.
Keep going forward.
That'd be nice. But we'll see where this new year takes us.
Yes.
Speaking of which, on Thursday's episode, we are just going to quickly recap 2021, all the events and all the different things that happened, and your favorite moments, and some predictions and hopes for 2022.
Is Peter going to finally die?
Seriously. Who knows? But I did have one thing. I can't remember if we brought this up. So we just wrapped up the 12-part series of Alan Quartermain, which was so good, if I don't say so myself. But did I read the email that Sally sent us about Alan's injury?
I don't know.
I don't think I did. Okay. So Sally wrote us a note saying, I can't believe I'm writing again. And she wrote this a little while ago because it was or I think it was during the drug addiction, because we were like, when did he get this
injury?
Whatever.
Right.
Can't believe I'm writing again. Crying, laughing face. We love you, Sally. Thank you. But you asked about Alan's injury that interfered with his surgeon career. It's from when he blew up something, AJ's nursery, ? When he was going after Rick and Monica and the roof fell on him.
Oh, okay.
So it was from the roof.
Well, that should
thank you, Sally.
Teach you not to drop roofs on people.
And this is why we love you.
Yes.
And not just you, Sally, but everybody, it's a lot of information to remember. There are some things that you and I specifically remember, it happened yesterday. I can still to this day picture the second that Liz came on screen for the first time. Her sitting on the porch, smoking a cigarette.
You're so in love with Liz.
But being like, hi, big sis. I can see that in my head, Don't remember what she did right after that. But for some reason,
she was that bad girl with the cigarette.
Yes. And she was my age. So I was like, oh, there's somebody my age on the show now.
Yeah. And it's fun to get everyone else's input just because it's someone else's input.
But also, you fill in these gaps of things that we can't find on YouTube and, that we really enjoy. This is it's a community. It's not just us. I think that the
GH family.
Well, I think the number one thing that we hear from our fans is that they love listening to us because they feel like they're just sitting here talking with friends.
Yes.
And that's what we want.
Right. That's the biggest compliment ever.
I know. And I'm like, that's our goal. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We actually just got that message from Jess, and we'll talk about her a little bit later this episode also. But yeah, we had a little bit of back and forth this week with her, and it really is, because that's really our goal.
I love it.
We want to bring our couch to you. Or bring you to the couch? I don't know.
There you go.
Yep. So where the heck do you want to get started?
Not a major part of any storyline, but I really liked Maxie checking out Curtis.
Heck yeah!
Whenever he walked out, because I was like, that's exactly what I would be doing. She took that extra second to be
Maxie checking out Curtis.
Hello.
Was all over the internet too. Everyone, those little 5 seconds, everyone's like, Maxie is all of us.
Yes, exactly. I like when they do those real life, yep, that's what I would
And those
do.
are two people that we don't typically see really interact.
Right.
Like, I can't think of a single time Maxie and Curtis have ever had a conversation.
They just say hi to each other when they're in the
Right.
same
They
space.
know each other,
Right.
but, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she took that moment to appreciate something she doesn't see every day. Thank you, Maxie.
I don't know of any hot male yoga classes.
I
So
don't
I'm
know.
kind of impressed that they got
I don't know either, but if
it
someone
would
knows of
smell
one,
so
I
bad.
don't care. If someone knows of one in the Pittsburgh area, please let me know so I can take the class
That's
right
so
after.
stinky.
I don't need to actually take the class. I just need to stand there and watch them walk out like Maxie did.
Oh, dear God.
I joined a new fitness club. Really? It doesn't look like you've been working out. No, I've been sitting there drinking my slushies. They all walk out of their room.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That's a genius idea. You have to give me that.
So Lucy left Martin to go do hot yoga.
And then was so distracted by him she couldn't stay there. No?
I don't think I would do that. Pretty sure I'd stay. Because
But
it was
didn't he
confusing
have-
because he was still sitting there dressed as Santa and people were like, "Where's Lucy?" He's like, "Oh, she had a yoga class." So she had her yoga clothes, but not.
Yeah, that was what I found confused. But maybe she keeps her yoga clothes at the gym.
Maybe she went home. I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know.
But I liked how distracted she was.
Yes.
And I liked that they got like kicked out of the class because the
I know.
instructor's like, "Can you two please stop? We're focusing
Maxie's
here."
like, "So we really don't want to do this today, right?" That is my workout spirit.
Let's go talk about the amazing relationship you just started last night.
Yeah, it's not a relationship yet.
No.
It's, let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
getting your wish, getting your Santa's wish.
Santa giving you a very nice present.
Yeah, exactly.
But when she
Lucky
replayed it
Lucy.
in her mind, sitting on his knee,
It was
she
different.
did not say Doc, but she did the first time.
I don't think she said Doc the first time. I think we just knew that she was under the assumption it was Doc. I really don't think she said it.
I thought she sat on his knee and was like, "Hey, Doc," and then was like, "Oh, wait, you're not Doc."
No, I thought that I mean, this is only 2 weeks ago. This is what we're talking about, that we forget things. From my memory, she sat on his lap and was like, "I'll tell you what I want for Christmas," or something along those lines. Like, she was being very flirty, but I don't think she said Doc.
Okay. But
I think we were just supposed to know that she was assuming it was Doc.
Yes, she assumed it was Doc because she said Doc was doing a better job this year than in the past.
Yes.
So she absolutely thought it was Doc. I thought she had said it on his lap, but
even if not, I mean, she was still under the impression originally that he was. So
talking about them, how do you feel about Martin trying to keep them a secret? I don't like that.
Valentine has a point, though.
Valentine does have a point, but don't take me to a fancy club and then tell me that we can't be seen together because...
Okay, I'm sorry. Her dress, amazing. I loved it. Sorry.
I wish I could look like that at any age. It's really not fair. I'm sure she puts
a lot of work into it.
She does yoga. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. Did you know that the actress that portrays Gladys, Bonnie Burrows, she teaches yoga?
No.
And so does Jeff Kober. And Christina, Lexi Ainsworth.
Oh, yes. I did know that.
Got a lot of yogis on this show.
We do.
Yep.
Huh. Well, why were none of them instructing the class? What the heck?
That would be nice.
Since Christina's not getting the hours at Charlie's, maybe she could start teaching
that would
yoga.
that'd be a nice turn of events for Gladys. That'd be a way for her to focus on herself and her own mental health. And
that would be.
I mean, she's, I know that we're worried about Brando and Sasha and how they're going to handle this, but they have each other.
She doesn't have anyone.
I do think that they're going to
upset.
But I don't think that she's going to put upon them her grief.
Right.
She's going to hold on to it. But maybe she'll go to a yoga class and then be like, "Hey, I should do yoga."
That would be
and then she'll become a yoga teacher.
Can she pass the background check?
I don't know if yoga teachers have background checks. If not, if she opens her own studio, she can make her own rules.
Boom. There you go.
Yep. Self-employment.
Love it.
Anyway, I don't know.
We didn't see Sasha and Brando at all this week.
Nope. Okay, they have a very well-deserved rest from the screen. They just had to put out a lot.
I still feel like we should have seen them
on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Being sad, because at this point you've got us to the point that we know we're supposed to be sad, so they would be being sad.
Right. Yeah.
Bringing in the
and
new
sad
year.
together.
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
being together. And yeah, I can see that. I agree.
Epiphany thinking that Marshall was going to ask her out.
Can we not do this?
I don't want to do that. How do you go from Milo to
I
Marshall?
don't know.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
But luckily he was not. He apologized, said he does not date. He was asking her to join his band,
Yes.
which I'm all for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Loved that.
Charlie's could have a band night.
Charlie's could have a band night.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Savoy.
Mm-hmm. But the Savoy's never going to have Marshall there.
No.
They have to go to Charlie's. If Marshall wants to
gonna go
perform,
down?
he has to go to Charlie's.
Or he could just go in the middle of Rice Plaza. Okay, so it was bothering me. So I played clarinet, and for a minute, it was bothering me how that clarinet was just standing straight up on the dresser. Because as someone who may have broken a mouthpiece or two by, I don't know, not putting their clarinet down correctly, all I could picture, I'm like, that thing is going to tumble off and he's going to break his mouthpiece. And then I saw that there was a stand under it. I don't think there was a stand under it the whole time, though, because it was later that I saw the stand.
I'm very sorry that Marshall's improper care of his instrument was causing you so much stress.
It wasn't so much stress. I was just like, man, because I got in trouble for that.
Well, yeah, don't break your stuff.
I was a kid.
No excuses.
I was a kid.
I only played the flute because then you didn't have to mess with all that stuff.
I tried to start on the flute. The flute was the first thing that I played, and I was so little, my arms wouldn't reach the whole way down. So I switched to the clarinet.
That is adorable. No, I did the flute, but I didn't really want to do the flute. And so I think I took it for one semester or whatever it was in elementary school, and then I was done.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to GH. I would be happy if Epiphany and Marshall had a band. That would be nice.
I really liked the conversation that Curtis had with Stella about, seriously, can you just tell me about, he looked like a broken little boy.
Right. Just tell me what you know.
Do you think that she's his mom?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
For a second, because when she was talking to Portia, I was like, oh, shoot.
No.
Is it going to be my auntie's really my mommy?
No. I really hope not. No.
Did TJ stepping in and was like, no. Thank good. Okay. Blood does not mean anything when it comes to family. With my papa is biologically not my grandfather. My aunt is biologically not. So, I am not one for but they're not your.
Right.
But I'm really glad that they addressed the fact that Tommy is not TJ's biological father, because I was starting to wonder, does Marshall know that?
Right.
When is this coming out?
Yes.
That's what I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, does he know that Sean is biologically TJ's father?
I like how well TJ just accepts it too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a man thing. They just accept things straight across the board better than we do.
I don't think that he accepted it really well at the beginning, but Sean raised him.
Yeah.
When you're faced with that point, you're like, okay, so the man who raised me, even when his own mother couldn't, is biologically my father, and he killed who I thought was biologically my father. There's a lot to process there.
That is a lot to process.
He probably was just like, okay, your favorite phrase, it is what it is. There's literally nothing I can change about this entire thing.
It is what it is.
But you know what I mean?
No.
He probably is just like, oh, how can I be angry about this?
Yeah.
There's...
Right, and he didn't, I hate when they say he killed his father, because he didn't kill his father he walked into an apartment and shot him for no reason. Right. It was in war. It was warranted for the situation they were in.
Should he have been sleeping with his best friend's girl?
No.
But is that something to be mad about? Absolutely.
Exactly. But that was not, it wasn't like he killed him in battle so that he could have the wife.
But now Marshall's on the phone talking about protocols and procedures and stuff like that. What
I don't know what he does.
Undercover? What is he?
I have no idea.
Because he is who beat up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So
I don't know. I like the mystery, but at the same time, it's just little bits and pieces everywhere that I'm like, can you tell me what you're doing?
They're not doing enough mystery. It's enough randomness that you're just like, all right.
I'm just confused at this point.
Right.
not putting it together.
We need him sneaking in the shadows, doing little things that we're like, oh.
Exactly.
What's going on here?
Is that how you talk to your TV?
Listen, we will not have that conversation.
The look on Laura's face when Esme called her grandmother. Oh my God. That was so
She's like,
good.
Laura's fine.
That was so good.
But she owned up to everything to Laura.
She did. She did. That was commendable. I still don't like her.
I feel like it's a little too late.
Right. Now that Spencer's been sentenced and you are not going to be prosecuted for anything, you're going to come clean.
Right.
This is not a case of better late than never.
No.
Needed to stand up before he was sentenced.
But speaking of that, he just went to de-enroll in all of his classes.
I know.
I feel like
he could have done them.
He could have done online.
Alexis and all them were pretty chill in that facility. I feel like he could have had computer time for that.
So I don't know that much about prison, but I mean, you always hear about inmates getting their GEDs.
Right.
I feel like there would have been some kind of...
Maybe it wasn't through...
He might not be able to attend the live Zoom class
to
get that credit for being online, but like, online school is a thing. So why did he have to take off?
I don't know. I know for our local community college, there's in-person, there's like 50-50. So you do part of it independently, but the other part of it on a Zoom meeting. And then there's 100% just log on as long as you do it at some point during the assigned period.
So it's not even like live courses or anything.
Right. Like on Monday, they're like, this, and this is due by next Monday. And if you want to do it all on Monday, then fine. Or if you want to wait and do it all the following Monday, that's fine too. As long as it's submitted by midnight on whatever day. There's no... You don't see the professor at all in any way, shape, or form. So I would assume...
Why wouldn't that be an option for him? Right. At least like the first semester.
That's what I would think. But maybe they have their own education system and it's not PCU. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like locally, maybe it would be IUP instead of community college. Kind of thing. So he had to
Or it'd be more like
of
a state-run program.
Right.
Rather than you get to pick your school. It's no, if you want to attend college in
some
kind of a facility. Yeah, serving your time.
There you go.
You only have this option. But does he have that option? Because he's only going to be in for a month. I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, I would think based on your behavior. Yeah, I would think based on your behavior, you got computer time. So you would use your computer time to do your classes because classes are more than 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, if they can get General Hospital in jail, they can get an education.
Exactly.
Is my thought there.
Right. We need to revamp the system for... Where's it going?
I keep forgetting the names.
I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I was going to say it. I keep wanting to say Ferncliff because I like that one.
It's not.
I know.
Shady Grove? No.
We're just making up names here. It's okay. We'll move on. Joking about the passing the background check or whatever. I liked the idea of Alexis being a teacher until she said that. And then I was like, oh, yeah.
That was the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, I'm sorry. If she becomes a teacher and doesn't have to pass a background check.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about it until the other teacher. Yeah, until the other teacher was like, yeah, and then you'll just pass the background check and you'll be all ready to go.
Spring Ridge.
Thank you.
Yep. I was close with Shady Grove.
You were? Sure.
Spring Ridge.
Spring Ridge.
But I do think it would be interesting. I thought that what was going to happen was that she was going to be the attorney for the case that the professor was discussing.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was going to say, yeah, I was the defense attorney on this. So
you're wrong. Sorry about your luck.
Because that's what she was justifying the defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she was clarifying the case from the side of the defense.
Exactly.
So,
right, because the teacher was not giving the whole story.
Yep. That's a whole other podcast we don't have to get into. But that was a very real moment.
I liked it. I liked that there's the type of classes that Jocelyn's interested in. I could see her being an attorney.
Has she said what she wants to go to school for yet?
I thought it was the athletic, like, PT.
Okay.
What are those people called?
Sports medicine?
Thanks. That's it. I wasn't even, like, drinking this weekend. My brain is still not working. Sports medicine, yeah. I thought that's what she was going for, but I could be wrong. I thought after she'd messed up her leg, remember she had to keep going back to the hospital because she messed up her ankle or whatever, that was what she then wanted to do.
Okay.
But I could just make that up in my head. It makes sense, though, so.
Fully does. Through bringing over the glasses and everything for Scout.
Okay, yes, but no.
They are making the penthouse lighter. Did you finally see it this week? The hallway was like super bright.
Yes.
When Sam opened the door. I mean, it's a very bright space now. So I'm not crazy.
No, you're not
about
crazy.
that.
How many times do we say that? That should be a count. How many times through the life of this podcast has one of us said, I'm not crazy? Like, that makes it true.
But it's, yeah, it does.
Okay.
Everything we say on, well, as far as we know.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Our opinions might not be shared with all of our audience.
Right.
But we're not crazy.
There you go. Anyway, yes, liked that he brought the thing, but the timeline did not match there. Okay. He brought the glasses.
Right.
And she's like,
I think you're going to say what I'm.
Can you stay till midnight, Daddy? And he's like, no, you need to go to bed. He carries her upstairs to bed. And before he comes back down, in walks Dante. They like kick him out. And then they're like, oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I know. Are they watching, like, did they still do the Netflix? Like, you can have your early countdown? Like, why didn't they do that?
They should have done that with her. But even if they weren't going to do that with her,
right.
Really, she could stay up till 11:55, but not till midnight?
I'm giving out your red star this week to Dante for 2 different reasons.
Go ahead. Red star? It's gold star.
Gold star. Red flag, gold star.
Okay.
No, he gets the super shiny gold star this week. Well, maybe not super shiny, but
he gets the doll star this week.
I loved all of his subtle moments this week. I thought that he did a really, like when he first opened, or Sam first opened the door and he saw the glasses, like the look on his face was very genuine.
Right.
Then when he went to go put his coat over and he saw someone else's coat and he's like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the week, he had another moment that was super stealthy. Loved it.
When Sam was hugging Drew goodbye.
Yeah.
He like looked away, and you could tell he was annoyed, but he was trying to not be.
See, I didn't think he was annoyed.
I felt like he was.
I thought he was like, this is awkward, but not annoyed.
I felt like he was the right amount of, maybe it's not annoyed, just was the feeling. And then whenever she said, I'm sorry, but he was like, no, we're all good. And I was very proud of him for that. Good job, Dante, even though you're dating your kind of sort of sister.
I didn't think he was annoyed, though, but I can see that.
Maybe just awkward, but it was still just one of those.
Yeah. Well, I think he was like, all right, so what do I do here?
Yeah.
You know?
I like that he shook Drew's hand, though. Like, we are both okay here.
But here's my question. Where's the other kids? Why weren't they all having a big old sleepover for
I'm sure that they were at the Quartermains with Leo.
Yes.
That'll be their answer, even though, no.
Quite possibly.
Well, that's just like Elizabeth's kids.
Yeah, Jake's at a sleepover.
Jake was at a sleepover. I feel like, no, and I understand if they don't have the kid to show them, then okay. But no, on New Year's Eve, either all your kids have plans or they don't have plans. Like at that age, I want you home.
Yeah, but they're all at different ages.
I know, but I still feel like he's young enough that I want him home if his brothers are going to be home.
I don't know. I never really did much as a kid, so I don't know.
Okay.
And I was the oldest, so it was like, I don't know.
All right, where were you going next?
We can just stick with Liz and Scott giving the boys Franco's favorite music as a mixtape.
Cameron's like, these are some kind of old school tape things.
So sweet. And then, but he gave Violet $5.
Yes. I love that.
My pap used to give us $2 bills.
I love it.
And I like that he was just like comforting Liz and was like, Franco would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is okay. Don't feel guilty.
Yes.
You know, Franco would want you to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Finn suddenly a plumber.
I didn't like the ring thing just because the second that she took it off, you were like, oh, it's going to fall in the drain.
Right.
And then he's going to have to get it out. And then she's not going to put it back on.
Right. And you know what would have been more realistic as an explanation? I don't know. Like when he was married and living overseas and they had to do their own maintenance on their own housing. So yeah, therefore he learned a couple things about plumbing because remember he was married and is a widower.
No one else remembers that in
No.
GH land.
No.
I mean, we all do, but no one else remembers that.
But, and you can't compare grief. Like you can't.
No.
You can't, but it would still be, listen, I will be understanding because it took me a really long time before I felt comfortable taking my ring off also.
Right.
Like as a comfort to her. But no, instead we're going to say he was a plumber for 2 years. Just call us for some continuity stuff, guys.
Exactly.
I mean.
And it makes the storyline better. The more you reflect on the past, the better the storylines are.
And it's more believable. Because so far, He was hooking up with Jackie instead of being with Reiko. He was a plumber instead of being with her. Forget about the fact that he's an infectious disease doctor because he needed to find the cure for Blackwood syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. They always say he cured himself. They never refer to his wife anymore.
And Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Finn's a widower. Don't forget it.
It's a nice song.
Yeah, it's a new theme song. It starts on Monday.
Oh my, okay.
Brooklyn does not know her superheroes.
That was cute.
That was very cute.
That was super cute.
No. Leo spelling was the best.
That was. And the way he just said it exactly like a kid does in normal everyday. I can spell. Oh, yeah. Okay, crap. Right. I forgot.
Yep. I thought that was a very real. Mm-hmm. It felt real.
Yes.
You know.
She had a good dream.
I like Chase teasing her, though.
Yeah.
He's like, you saw me naked. You saw me naked. Like,
she's like, yeah, and I've been dreaming about it all night, and that's why I'm all frazzled this morning.
So there's really only 2 things left.
Go ahead.
We're going to start with Nina.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just bored with that whole thing. So go ahead.
Like they forgot that Willow does not have spousal privilege.
Right. And she asked it on the stand. I thought he didn't have to testify against Michael.
No, honey, you're not married to him.
Exactly. Co-parenting does not mean that you don't have to testify. And you know that. You know that. The Quartermains have enough attorneys. You know that.
Did not like that Nina was like, you could have lied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how do you blame your actions on Willow? You just destroyed the family that you say you care about. No, she just didn't perjure herself.
Right. And I thought she did a really good job of saying, this is what I overheard. I don't know what the intent was. I don't know what the full conversation was.
You'd have to ask.
Sonny didn't say that he felt the same way. He kept saying, like, we're not talking about this right now.
Exactly.
But then him saying that he doesn't feel like a victim, that does not indicate if a crime was committed.
Right. That's why the police can file charges even if the victim doesn't want to file charges.
Right. Like, remember the whole Stockholm Syndrome thing where the people fell in love with their captors or, like, felt sympathy for their captors? They still committed a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Hearst, crime still committed. And then she became a criminal. But that's a whole other thing. Nina did have a point, though, when she was like, if Michael hadn't paid off the prosecutor to bring these charges, none of this would have come out.
That is very true. And I feel like the problem at the end of the day, besides Sonny saying he didn't feel like it was an issue, is that you have a clear-cut definition of what you're going after. This was way too complicated. You knew it didn't fit the clear-cut definition.
Right.
So how did you think you were going to get a conviction?
Right. Because they never had, at least from, I don't think we saw where so Scott was smart in getting the prosecutor to be able to bring the one up, to bring Willow, to be the one who brought Willow up. Wow, can I speak? However, Sonny as a witness should have been a given.
Right.
We didn't do prep with him.
Mm-mm.
I know that TV law is not always 100% accurate.
Right.
But I feel like witness prep is.
Right. The same as Willow would know that she doesn't have spousal privilege.
Right. That should have been, like, checked before. Although I think that she didn't think she was going to be called because...
Right. No, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of all the laws. And the whole world has talked about how laws have not evolved with all of technology and that kind of stuff. So you're not protected everywhere. But no, there's not a law in Port Charles land that says you can't keep someone's identity from them. And that's considered
but that's the thing.
Fraud.
I think knowingly messing with somebody's mental... cognitive, like that should be a crime.
It should, but I don't know that it would be called fraud. That's what they were going after, was fraud or identity. Yeah,
but Al Capone got cited on a tax evasion. That's how he wound up going to jail, not for all the murders, on tax evasion.
Okay,
so it was probably like the little loophole that they were like, okay, well, it doesn't really fall under here. It doesn't really fall under here. Maybe that was just the one that they were able to quote unquote use.
Well, they should have done a better job because it didn't work.
Do you think Willow's questioning what the difference between a cult and the Quartermains is right now? Like, really? Because Carly went after her, too.
But then Carly apologized,
she did,
and that makes
she
it
did.
all okay.
But Michael kind of got mad at her, too. Like, everyone's getting mad at her.
Right. She's like, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt you people.
She's too good to be in that family.
Yeah. She is, especially since they're trying to make Michael bad.
Right. He's making all kinds of crazy bad decisions now. Punching Scott.
Yeah.
And the quickness that Diane handled that.
Yes.
He's,
I want Diane as my attorney.
Seriously. I can't believe that. Did Willow even know that he punched Scott? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said, but Diane took care of it.
Yeah.
I can't believe she wasn't like, I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
Like, but you did something wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for such a stupid reason. Like, you knew that Scott was going to get you in that kind of moment. You should have just backed away.
Yeah.
You're
Kind of
too
like
good
on
for
his
that.
business card.
Exactly.
That this is what I do.
Right.
Who did he say? Oh, it was Liz saying that he has a heart, or saying it to Finn.
Yes.
He's like, no one will believe you.
Exactly.
So
that was
sweet.
cute.
But then we see Carly and Sunny, and I don't blame Carly.
No. What? Wait.
Just say,
finish your sentence. You don't blame Carly for
like, saying I need some time to think, like that
because
he withheld all that information from her.
Okay. Because he withheld the information, yes. But because he had the feelings, no.
No. Well, but she actually kind of said that. She was like, it's not the fact that you had the feelings, it's the fact that you lied about it.
But she seems more upset that he had the feelings and they continue to have feelings, but he's not trying to entertain those feelings.
But it's the lie. It's my impression from the things that Carly was saying was she was way more mad about the lie than the thing that he was lying about.
Except for she didn't tell him that her and Jason were going to hook up if he hadn't walked in on them. And so he called them out on it.
But she did tell him that they were getting married and that they were falling in love. She did tell him that.
She told him that, but that wasn't like the first thing she said to him.
No, but she at least did tell him. Sunny's whole, I came back and then Jason, those did not happen. That was a 2-month gap.
Yeah, they didn't happen at the same time.
They did not happen at the same time. And how could Carly not question when, and she put it back on him. You may, like, I felt guilty for all this stuff with Jason. And meanwhile, she has caught him and Nina having all these little moments. How could she not help now but think?
I don't know. I feel, yes, mad that he didn't come forward with the truth. Absolutely. But it feels like she's mad at him for having feelings when he was in Nixon Falls, which is not
I didn't get that
fault.
impression. I could be wrong.
She kept pushing him. But what did you feel? Or what do you feel? But that's not what I asked you. How do you feel about her?
Well, because he wasn't answering.
Right.
So therefore, I would assume, crap, he's still in love with her.
But she's still in love with Jason.
Yeah, but she still loves Sunny.
And he still loves her.
All right, we're just going to have to see how this plays out. I don't think it was necessarily wrong that she was like...
I don't think it's wrong if
he should have been sleeping in the guest room.
I don't think it's wrong if she needs a break, if she needs to process with the idea of...
They're not going to go home and kiss at midnight right now.
Right. But the idea of we will be kissing by Valentine's Day or something like that. I know you can't put a time frame on it, but like a general whatever. It feels to me that she's like, don't come home, like this may be the end of us. And how are you going to end?
Right. That I did not agree with. Okay. So that I did not.
All right.
I agreed with the things that she was saying, like, how can I believe anything that you're saying when I just found out that you've been lying to me the entire time?
Right.
And she's like, who am I talking to? Mike, Sunny, someone else? Like, whatever.
Yes.
I mean, that's...
No, she definitely has reason to be questioning everything. I just don't like the way that she's portraying it. Like the fact that Jocelyn had to say, oh my gosh, has Sunny been cheating on you?
Right.
No, he has not been.
Implying that, yes, absolutely. That was, first of all, having that entire conversation with
your children was completely not okay.
With Joss.
Even with Michael.
He was in the courtroom though.
I guess I guess so. But
he deserved to be he needed to be part of the conversation because...
All right, I'll give you that. But yeah, Jocelyn did not need to be any part of it. I'm upset right now. I need to work through my feelings.
The next day, why wasn't Sunny home last night?
Right.
Well, but at the same time, do they have to jump ahead of it because they're so notorious that it's going to wind up in the newspaper, but I didn't see any reporters in there.
But I feel like it still should have been a conversation. She came home and said, listen, some stuff came out in court today that I'm having trouble dealing with. It's nothing that Sunny did now.
Yeah.
It's stuff from the Nixon Falls stuff that I just need to process through. And when I have more information, I will give it to you.
Okay.
Joss is 18, 19. That's a mature enough conversation, but vague enough to just let her know everyone needs some time. Not talking hysterically so that Joss is like, oh my God, did he cheat on you?
Right. No, absolutely. So, okay, we'll go 50-50 on the way that it was done. But in all honesty, that's probably the most real too. When do we ever actually handle an entire situation 100% correctly?
I do all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Ryan?
I don't get in the middle of my friends' relationships So I will have her back on the toilet seat thing, but beyond that, I don't need to get involved. If you have ever gone to another town,
I have not gone to another
Ryan,
town.
if you ever get amnesia, like, let's just get him a medical alert bracelet.
Okay.
There you go, Ryan. Got your back.
Property
So now
of Amanda.
you don't have to accidentally fall in love with another woman in another town. We'll just give him a tattoo.
Property of Amanda.
Yes.
Oh, we can put our website underneath of it, and then it would be free marketing, and we'd get them back.
Yes! Thanks, Ryan. I can't wait for him to listen to this tomorrow.
The text messages that you will get. By
Is
the
he
way,
scared of needles?
I'm not getting a tattoo. He does not like needles, and he will not do tattoos.
Well, sorry,
So.
dude. You're in this now.
Oh my gosh.
If you just say property of Pier 54.
There you
and lost return of Pier 54.
I love that.
We'll come up with like a stamp.
Mm-hmm. We need a t-shirt now that says property of Pier 54 that everyone can have.
There
it
we
looks
go.
like a...
Yeah. Yeah, like that you put on a box.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
But to continue on from there, Sonny then goes to Charlie's. Phyllis is not serving him. Christina's not serving him. So
No,
he's not
some
getting,
random dude.
wisdom from anybody. Why wouldn't he just go to the Metro Court and drink at that bar?
And then get a hotel room.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It might be your wife's restaurant, or place, but still.
Yeah, you would be fine to drink there.
Right.
Nice and safe.
Exactly. But this is where Dante...
That was so slick.
So smooth.
Beautiful.
That was, like, that needs to be a PSA.
Mm-hmm. Just take the keys.
That's perfect.
No idea.
But after all the big win that Nina just got handed to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't call him a rideshare.
Nope. I can take you wherever you need to go.
I did like that she called out Aunt Liesel, though.
I like that she called out Aunt Liesel because that needed to happen.
Yeah.
Not that she was really taking, or not that she didn't, she took responsibility, but she wasn't sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, no, I didn't ask you to do that.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
So.
I really, really, really hope that Sonny does not end up at Nina's house.
No.
Room.
No. But,
But she was ridiculous with the, I could take you home. Yeah, that would look good. Just roll up in the driveway.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're going. I thought for a minute before they showed Drew's face that it was going to be Sunny on the footbridge, knowing that's where Carly was going to be.
And now what are we supposed to assume? Because Jason's died, that Drew is going to be replacing Jason in Carly's heart?
No.
No?
But Drew's got chemistry with everybody.
Yeah, he does.
There's not
I see a little
anyone.
spark with him and Sam.
Him and Sam, him and Maxie.
I like him and Maxie.
I do too.
I would really like that.
I don't want him with Carly.
No.
Because she's just using him to fill the void of Jason.
Yeah.
Like she did before.
Yeah, not a fan. Not wanting that. What do you think about Liesel getting Britt a dating app subscription?
So weird.
Why so many subscription gifts this year?
Here you go.
I thought she was going to give her a puppy or something. I thought she was getting her a pet. Like, here, this will keep you company.
Totally off topic of the podcast, but on topic. Did you know that teens get a free membership to the Carnegie Museums?
Really?
Yeah. You just have to sign up online. You have to be between 13 and 18, and you just put in your information, and you get a free pass for all of the museums.
I know when I went to college, I got free admission because I had my card, my student ID.
Well, FYI, if you're in...
That might be new, though.
If you're in the Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area, you can just, like, Google free teen membership, and it pops up, and you fill it out, and it is free membership for the Carnegie Museums, and then it also has the reciprocal program with other places. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I passed the info along to my ex because they have like all teenagers except for Madeline, and I'm like, there you go, you could actually go do some family fun stuff and only pay for Madeline. So I just thought of it because you said membership.
No, so, that's awesome.
Other states may have it too, or towns may have it too. I have no idea, but yeah, sign Megan up for that. I'm too old, so.
That's really cool, though.
There you go.
Love it.
The random stuff that pops into my head. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like
people
the dating.
Know this about us by now.
That's true. I don't like the dating thing. Britt makes enough money and knows how to use apps, computers, whatever, well enough that if that's what she wanted, that's what she would have done. She doesn't need Liesel signing
It would have
her
been
up for
nice.
it.
Here, we're going to go on a girls' trip.
Exactly.
You know, we've been through a lot.
Take a yoga retreat.
Scotty is sending us on a girls' trip. There you go.
Not using the same plane service that you did last time. No.
Oh, you know what? I would not trust Scott as my travel coordinator anymore because he buys the pop-up stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying that all the pop-up stuff is bad.
No. But you got to do your research.
In this instance.
Yeah. You don't want to end up thrown out of a plane.
No.
And kidnapped.
No.
So. But anything. I feel like anything would have been better than a dating. No. Just no.
Yes. I agree.
And if someone was going to give her that, I feel like it would have been like Maxie.
Yes.
Not her mom. That's just, no.
So I think we only have one thing left, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want your perspective.
I don't know. No, I can't handle this topic. That's all you.
So Leo was officially diagnosed. I loved the entire thing.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. I loved how they educated, how they came to that decision, because so many people have problems with the diagnosis to begin with.
I was happy with the way that the doctor kept speaking, saying he's going to have a full life ahead of him. It's just not going to look the same way that you had envisioned.
Right. And guess what? That can happen with any child.
Oh, absolutely.
Because tomorrow something could happen that is going to drastically alter that life.
Right.
So, exactly. I do wish that they had shown the paperwork process of them preparing for the initial consultation.
Mm-hmm.
And also, so I mean, we got the diagnosis in 2009. So, I mean, it's been a little bit of time. They basically gave us a folder that had like a flow chart. I think I've said this like a million times. And like a list of different organizations. Right. However, when you call where they say to start, it's all wrong.
You said that last week. They're like, call A, call C, call D.
Yeah.
No.
And a lot of disrespect through it. So, but he did mention that there's a lot of state and hospital resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that to be an issue. However, I did actually have a couple conversations going on with people after this. And they're like, I'm still struggling to get. And I'm like, I know, because I mean, we switched counties just in Pennsylvania alone because services are different despite the state. I mean, I have a friend who moved from Colorado to Florida that we were helping to. Social media does have its upside.
Yeah.
Like, I was able to help a friend who was moving from Colorado to Florida because I posted on Facebook, does anyone know? And it turns out a friend of mine's sister-in-law or something like that. Like,
oh, nice.
So she was actually able to get her hooked up. One thing that I wish I didn't know about that I was like, after I'd finally spent years getting all of the services set up, there's a service coordinator, and it's either called like a service coordinator or a sports coordinator, or it's like basically it's a personal advocate for the parents to go to help them through this process. And that was not mentioned. So I also don't know if New York has that.
Right.
Or a lot of places have it. I did like that he said just take some time to process, because like I did not realize that when we went, I thought she was going to be diagnosed like schizophrenic, manic depressive. I mean, these are how severe her behaviors were.
Right.
That's where I thought we were going. So, and I have a family member who's autistic that is more the stereotypical, whereas my daughter's not. So I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I had a lot of research to do on my own too. And thankfully over the past now will be 13 years this spring. Wow. You know, so much has grown in education and awareness and things like that, but it wasn't in 2009. So I don't know. That was the only thing that I would have changed, was showing them going through all the paperwork. Cause I mean, we had to do assessments, you know.
Maybe they'll show that side next though. Like take the time to process. Cause realistically, if you got the diagnosis right now,
part of like that was all the prep stuff.
Yes.
Right. That's all the intake. And they compare that to the findings and like this, that, and the other thing. I mean, and it's.
But they did mention it because they said using the information that you provided, Olivia. So they alluded to it. You just didn't see them go through it.
But just so you know, the information she provided was multiple pages.
Yeah.
Multiple, you know, diagnostic things that you have to fill out, you know, that, you know.
It's a crazy process.
But
I'm glad you were happy with the way that they're portraying it so far.
I was very
happy, but like I said, I'm not. I'll handle my opinions.
You're allowed.
No.
Well, what's your opinion?
No, I handle my opinions on the bipolar stuff because that's my experience. On the autism stuff, I only know your experiences. So those were the things that stuck out, was that the way he was speaking was not like, this is a terminal illness sentence.
Right.
We're going to figure out how to live life just in this different way.
Yep. But then my favorite part was this week was on social media, and we're just going to play it.
Hi, I'm Ethan Rocket Sueda, and I'm Leo from General Hospital, the famous soap opera. Yesterday he got diagnosed by autism, but you know what's cool? I have autism too. I was diagnosed when I was very young. I couldn't speak until I was 4. And now look at me. I have a cool life. And kids with autism are cool. You have a good life too with autism. Bye. Happy New Year.
Aww.
And that was my favorite moment of the week.
There you go.
I know that I creeped on his Instagram and everything, but that just made me so happy because, especially a child actor,
right,
that's actually autistic, portraying, we are not allowed to ever recast him. If you source him, no.
Shannon has
spoken. I have my line. But that just made my heart so happy because,
yay, he's so cute.
There's a lot of opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like they are doing a really good job of, and obviously having Wally Kurth,
right,
being part of the storyline and sharing his own experiences. And I feel like he's been doing a really good job of saying that this is my experience.
Yes.
And I feel like I've said that a lot too. Like that's everyone's experience is different. And that's not just with autism. That's with a whole lot of stuff like life.
Right.
So, but yeah.
That makes my heart happy.
I got nothing else.
No other reality check for the week?
Was that reality check?
I mean, we were leading into it. I
don't know. I think that might be. But yeah, so we had people actually sending us that message too.
Aww.
Saying, did you see this? Did you see this? And I'm like, yes.
That's so sweet.
Totally saw it. And there's a lot of positive support.
Right.
And
that's
everything.
What's nice. Yes.
Yeah. So that's nice to see too.
Reality check.
Yeah, I really don't have a reality check. It was the week before or between Christmas and New Year's. My husband was home from work. My son's still home from school. My daughter was off of school. But we were getting our bathroom renovated. So kind of just coordinating between that is like 99.9% done.
That's a good reality check.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I'm jelly.
But I don't know. That whole storyline that just made me insanely happy this week. So
good.
Yay. I have a paint by numbers that I'm almost done with. Is that a reality check? I don't know.
We're grasping at straws towards the end of the year. That's how boring we are. Yeah, I'm not much better. The kids were at their dad's for a while after Christmas, and then they came home for New Year's, and it was just a quiet New Year's at home. They had the kid wine that they always think is like a special whatever thing. We put it in a fancy dispenser.
Oh.
Why are you looking at me like you don't know what kid wine is?
I know what kid wine is.
Okay.
I'm confused why you put it in a dispenser, so I'm interested in what you're going to say.
We have this dispenser thing that looks like a gas tank, and so then they think it's cool because they drink it, they like put it in shot glasses and pretend like they're like grown-up drinks.
I'm so
kids are
confused
weird.
By so much. So wait a second. Your kids think it's cool to drink gasoline?
They just think it's cool. I don't know.
I want to see this dispenser.
I'm gonna have to send it to you. It looks like an old style gas tank, and you fill up the top part with the alcohol. What's supposed to be alcohol, but for them it's kid wine. And then it has a little like hose, like you would pump gas, and you press the button, and it dispenses it into your cup. I got it in like a white elephant gift years ago for Christmas. I had no real use for it, and the kids thought it was cool. So it is the kid wine dispenser for New Year's, and so they were all very excited to be drinking in fancy glasses or out of shot glasses their kid wine. And we sat and played some games and watched the ball drop. Yeah. Madeline got a hamster. That was our exciting New Year's project yesterday.
What's its name?
Oh crap, Mittens. Its name's Mittens. So
very interesting.
His cage looks like a race car, and you can plug it in with a USB and it lights up. It's very cute.
world has gone absolutely insane. We are giving kids fake alcohol out of gas pumps and putting hamsters in race cars.
You could also buy a fire truck. They have a fire truck one, but that's like $100, $130. I wasn't paying that for a cage. But maybe that's just my crazy reality world, okay?
Does anybody else know about this gas pump?
I'm going to find a picture and we're going to post it, and then everyone can see that I'm not crazy. There, I said it. That wraps up
I've never heard of it, so that's interesting. But yeah, so we've had boring weeks. Join us on Thursday as we recap the year that was 2021 in Port Charles and what we hope to see this year. Yeah, 2022.
So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.